Here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for the Fairfax Shotokan Karate Club Zoom Dojo again. This is, Saturday, the 19th of December. Temperatures dropping outside, so we'll probably end up shifting more virtual training again, at least until we'll see what happens with the pandemic and the dojo opening back up. So we'll get started. Hope everybody's staying safe, and we'll start by bowing in. Okay. Hey, Musubidachi. Six up! 押す攻め正面にはいお互いにはい Okay, up. All right, let's start by warming up. Just up and down, get the blood flowing. Back and forth. Side to side. Center, left and right. And with hips. And center. Jumping jacks, my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Slower. Each. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Keep jumping. And yame. Shake it out. Okay, arms forward. And back. And arms across. And elbows back. And yame. Shoulders back. Yame. Head up and down. Side to side. Shoulder to shoulder. And rotate left. Right. Left arm across. Good. Right arm across. Two. Okay. Left elbow back. Go. Look. 6, 8, 9, and do. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Push your hands out away from you. Bend forward and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And yame. Okay, hands together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Point your fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Ju. Turn your palm outward. Ni, san, chi, go, hook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Same palm forward to the front. Ni, san, chi, go, hook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Other palm outward. San, chi, go, hook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Palm forward to the front. Ni, san, chi, go, look, switch, hach, ku, ju. Yame. Side bend left. San, chi, go, switch. And tight to the other side. Side bend right. And left again, this time back 45. And right, back 45 degrees. And straight back. That's good. And forward. Knee straight. Right hand to the left foot. And stretch. And switch. Left hand to the right foot. Coming up. Hey, trunk twisting, left to right. 8, 5, 6, 2, Yame. 8. Zenkutsudachi to the left, front stance to the left, back knee straight, front knee bent, hips forward. Again, stretch those hip flexors in the front of the rear leg. Try to get a good stretch there. Keep your back straight, hips forward, chin up, good posture. And the back foot heel up, a little bit deeper if you can. Focusing on stretching that hip flexor. And down into a deep lunge. Okay, tuck your front leg in, your front foot in, and stretch. You feel that stretch in your the deep muscles in your buttock. Back into a lunge. And straighten front leg. And down, stretch those hamstrings. And yame. Okay, Migi Zenkutsudachi. Right leg front stance. Again, back knee straight, front knee bent. Keep your back straight up. Hips forward. shoulders back. Okay, back foot, heel up. A little bit deeper, really get a good stretch of that hip flexor. Down into a deep lunge. Tuck that front leg in and stretch that deep buttock muscles. Right back into a deep lunge. And straighten front leg and stretch those hamstrings. And yame. Okay, feet too shoulder wide apart. Side lunge. Okay, bending on your left knee. Both feet stay on the ground. Keeping the right knee straight. Side lunge, stretching your adductors. And switch. So bend your right knee fully, straighten your left knee. Both feet still staying on the ground. Side lunging and stretching. And switch. Switch. And switching back and forth. Each knee. San. Si. Go. Up. Six. Hach. Kyu. And you. Okay, the knee that has the legs, the leg straight. Okay, point that toes up and turn, stretch towards your knee. Switch. Again, trying to stretch those hamstrings. And switch. And back and forth. Each knee. An. Si. Go. Up. Switch. Hach. Kyu. Two. And yame up. And center splits. And hold it. And to the left. And center. And to the right. And to the center. And bring your feet in. Keep it up. Push your right knee out. And push your left knee out. Okay. Grab your ankles with your hands. Push your knees out with your elbows. And lower your tailbone towards the floor. And stretch. And yame up. Hip side to side. Back and forth. And rotate to the left. And to the right. Knees together to the left. And to the right. Hey, yame. Right leg back, stretching your quadriceps. Okay, your knee to the side, like chambering from Waskitty. And foot to the front. Try to maintain your balance best you can. Good. Bring your knee to your chest. And yummy. Left leg back. And to the side. Try to maintain your balance. And to the front. And knee to your chest. And yummy. Feet together. Walk your hands out. Push your right heel towards the floor, stretching your calf muscles. Switch. And hey, up. Okay, just stretching up, just keeping your knees straight, just loosening up for kicks. Okay, each, e, un, ji, go, up, sit, hach, ki, two. Hey, other leg. Itch. Hey. San. See. Go. Up. Sit. Hach. Ki. Two. Hey, for Yoko Garry. Itch. Hey. See, go, up, sit, hach, just stretching, keep, and the other side, itch, ai, san, see, go, up, sit, hach, ki, hey, and loosening up, and adjust your gi. Okay, continuing our warm up with chokozuki, chokozuki. So feet shoulder width here, hekodachi, hekodachi. So musubudachi, okay, hekodachi, parallel, okay. Left hand up, just practicing or punching, palm up, elbow inside, brushing, turning last second, ready? Ich, hey, san, chi, go, up, sit, hach, ki, okay, just relax, loose, loose, let them fly. H, 8, 3, 4, go. Okay, feel the connection with your hip and then your heel. Up, 6, 8, 9, 2. Feel your heel pushing every time you punch. Okay, 10 more. 1, 8, hip, heel. 3, 4, go. Up, 6, 8, 9, 2. Hey, relax. Okay, left leg, left arm out. This time, as you punch, you're gonna turn, face 180 degrees. Punch the up to the back. That's one count. Second count, turn back, punch to the front. All right, ready? 1, 8, 3, 4, go. Up, 6, 8, 9, 2. So again, your hip and heel transition allows you to maintain your balance. So as you turn, as you push down from your hip to your heel, that's where you push. And that allows you to stop your rotation and keep a balance. Okay. Other side, ready. So left hand punching, turning to the right. 1, 8, 3, 4, go. Up, 6, 8, 9, 2. Right, check your stance. Hekodachi, hekodachi. Your next, a lot of people are naturally going into is in kutsurachi or kiburachi because it's more stable. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to feel the imbalance. But I'm trying to emphasize today's class is going to be on not off balancing, but on balancing. We'll talk a little bit about that. But what purpose of this warm up right now is for you to feel off balance on purpose, and then using the minimal amount of movement possible to catch you on balance. So stay in heikodachi, okay? Try to use the hip extension and the heel driving in to stop you from rotating, okay? Left hand out, right hand punching to the rear, this time fast. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Hey. Good. Other side. Try to keep shoulder width. The wider we go, the more stable we are, but try to make it hard for yourself. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, faster. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Hey. There you go, mate. Loosen up. Okay, that was the easy part. Let's try something a little more challenging. Right arm forward. This time, right arm spinning on your left leg as you go back, but rather than punching to the rear, you're going to come all the way around punching. Let's ready. Do it slowly first. Each. Good. Now turn the other way. Punch with the right arm. Spinning on the same leg. Spinning on the same leg. So you're going back now. Hey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch arms. Other way. Yes. Want to practice? Okay. Step out of the frame. All right. Ready? Each. Slowly. Hey. 3, 4. Heikodachi, heikodachi. 5. Heikodachi, land and heikodachi. 6, 8, 9, 10. There you go, mate. Most of you should be feeling a little off balance. All right. So today's class is inspired by a friend of mine, Tony Nakamura. He teaches a number of places, but based out of the Midwest. He's been featured on Kurobi. He's with JKA. He's been to Japan many times, but he likes to think about catching himself on balance, not off balance. We spent a lot of time talking about how to off balance our opponent. We talk a lot about our stances and how they anchor us, but we don't fight like this. We fight like this. And one thing Tony likes to emphasize is he says when you look at a lot of the old masters when they moved, a lot of times they're not moving. They have such good understanding of the mechanics. They almost purposely throw their body off balance when they move. They almost purposely fold themselves off balance and then catch themselves into a stance. So instead of catching an opponent off balance, we're going to work on catching yourself on balance. So we're going to do some things to purposely get you a little wonky, and then you're going to use the stance, transitioning into the stance to get stable. So we always work about how to build our anchor, the stances, you know, the mechanics. We've built our anchor. Now let's learn how to deploy it. So just to warm up, okay, there's lots of different ways to do this. One of the concepts we always talk about is expansion, contraction. So let's go ahead and just warm up with a little bit of that. So Zenku Tsudachi, Hirari Zenku Tsudachi. Okay, in Gyakuzuki position here. So in this position, the front hip is closed. That's contracted, right? So the hip is contracted, while the right hip is expanded, right? Expansion. So the rear leg is expanded, while the front leg is contracted, right? So again, contraction, expansion. If I went to Hanmi, expansion here, but contraction here. So the concept of Kushin Shinshuku, okay, contraction, expansion, also can be illustrated on our hips with hip folding and opening. Hip folding and opening, okay? So let's focus on that a little bit in the stance, just practicing Chokuzuki. So from here, Kizamizuki, opening the front hip, folding the rear hip. Gyakuzuki, folding the front hip, opening the back hip to expand, okay? So ready? Ich, a. So you focus, yes, we talk about hip rotation, but don't think about hip rotation. Think about hip folding, expanding. Fold it, expand, fold it. Us. Ready? From Gyakuzuki. Ich, a. Ich, a. Ich, a. Ich, a. Good. Okay, switch legs. Just feeling it, just feeling the hip fold, like a door closing. Okay. Ich, open. A, close. Ich, open. A, close. Ich, a. Ich, a. Ich, a. Ich, a. Fold, compress. This bud's expanded. Compress. Contract. Like you're squeezing an orange. Okay, like that. Okay. Left leg forward again. This time, same thing. Just working on a different hip contraction, expansion here. From Gyakuzuki, the count would be open, Kizami, close, Gyaku, and then opening while closing this one, 45, Gyaku. Here, this side is closed, this side is open, and then back. Us. Ready. Ich, a, san, ji. Okay, focus on the hip folding. Ich, a, san, ji. Ich, a, san, ji. Good, one count, all of them. Ich, a, san, ji. Go. Ay. And got it. Hey. That's me. No, Rachel, leave. Hey, right leg forward. Get out of that. Hey. Gyakuzuki position. Okay, different counts, 5 counts. Ich, a, san, ji. Okay, 4 counts. Ich, a, san, ji. Folding the hip. So next hip to fold is the left one. Ich. Now fold the right hip. A. And the other one. San, ji. Ich, a, san, ji. Ich, a, san, See. Okay, one count. Ich. Hey. Han. See. Go. Hey. Hey, yame. Hey. Yes. Drink a sip of water. So if I'm a little off balance, it's because I chose this topic because I need work on it. So hopefully everybody can benefit from it a bit. Excuse me for a second. Rachel, if you don't stop wondering, I'm going to punch you. Nope, nope. Okay. All right. So let's do expansion and contraction with moving forward. So give yourself a little runway space. You gotta get him, but hey. In this position, we're going to do oizuki, but instead of just doing oizuki stepping forward, we're going to turn. We're going to kaiten waza. So as we go forward, we're going to spin. Okay, yaku kaiten this way, then oizuki. So you're going to spin opposite of where you're punching initially to throw yourself off balance. So you're going to step forward, turn this way. And what happens is as you're off balance here, what catches you on balance? Folding this hip here, okay? And then punching, ready. Each. Good. Okay, from here, yaku kaiten, stepping forward the other direction, ready? So stepping this way. Knee. Good. Yeah, it's oizuki. It's oizuki. So one more time. From here, step this way. Oizuki. Oizuki. Us. Good. As you step back, again, you're gonna go the opposite direction of what you normally do. Instead of stepping back like this, okay, you're gonna move your leg to the opposite side. Oizuki this way. Okay. Ready? Each. Fold that hip to get your balance. Hey. Off balance. Fold your hip to end up in balance. Us. Okay. So it should feel awkward because you're purposely throwing yourself off balance, but then you're using contracting to get yourself on balance. So let's catching yourself on balance. Ready? You got to get them right. Each. Hey. Good. And going back. Each. Hey. Good. Again, going forward. Each. Hey. And back. Itch. Hey. And with speed. Itch. Hey. Itch. Hey. And yummy. Hey. Yes. Any questions? If you'd like to ask a question, just unmute and ask. Okay. Hey, yoink. You gotta get him. Hey. This time, same footwork, same requirement to fold the front hip in order to keep yourself on balance. But this time, instead of oizuki, we're actually going to fold the back hip. So I'll use the other side. Same idea, but instead of folding the front hip, you're going to fold the back hip instead. this way to get you some stability. Let's, ready? Slowly. Yee. Hey. Good. Going back. Each. Hey. Should just be like a basic kihonage-oki. Okay. But it's about timing this because you're falling, and then notice how this hip is a bit extended. Fold that hip. Let's try it again. Going forward. Each. Hey. Catch yourself on balance. Good. So throw yourself off balance and then assume the stance to catch yourself on balance. Going back. Each. Hey. Hey, forward with speed. Still behind me, still behind me. Each. Hey. Going back. Hit. Hey. Hey, yame. Hey. That's it. Hey, yo. Hey. Same thing, this time uchi-oki. 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 This should feel a little bit easier because this is the form in which this exercise usually shows up in kata. The idea of being off balance and catching yourself on balance in kata is usually expressed with the uchi-oki. So this should feel a little bit more comfortable than the first two blocks. Ready? Hitch. Hey. Hey, going back. Hitch. Hey. Hey, going forward. A little faster. Hitch. Hey. Going back. Itch. Hey. Hey. Full speed. Itch. Hey. Going back. Itch. Hey. And yay. Hey. It's the same concept as the first three techniques. Same concept as oi zuki, oi falling zuki, okay? But, or same as yuki, yuki, okay? But just with uchi-oki. So you should feel a little more familiar because you've seen it in other kata. You've seen it in Jion, okay? Jion, then you've seen it in Tekki, okay? So, all right. Hey, yoi! Hey! Same thing, but this time soto-oki. But instead of stepping forward soto-oki, you got to slide the other way. The foot is not going to go this side of the supporting leg, but this side. This way. It's going to feel awkward again. A little bit more like the Agyoki version. Ready? Each. But the nice thing about this is your hip does this lock like this. Your lower hip opens because it's going to go behind me, right? Open, but the upper body goes this way to block. So it creates this rotation like this, which makes it easier. So again, it's just a way to emphasize the hip locking to catch yourself on balance. Ready, left leg forward one more time. Each. Hey. Good, and going back. Each. Hey. It's weird, it's awkward. We'll do it slowly a few more times. Each. Hey. Like you're falling. Then you got your hip locked. Going back. Each. Like I'm falling. Hip locked. Hey, falling. Hip locked. And again, it's not so much your arms. It's the hips. The hips. Ready? Faster now. Hit. Hey. Going back. Hit. Hey. Yame. Hey. Yasube. Hey, yoi! Dari gerambarai. Same thing this time with gerambarai, okay? So instead of stepping forward, gerambarai this way, the foot's gonna slide on the other side. Gerambarai this way. Ready? Each. Hey! Good, going back. Each. Hey. Good. A little faster. Each. Hey. Going back. Each. Hey. Hey, yame. Hey. That's me. Because after a while, it shouldn't feel like you're going, all right, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here. It should be, it doesn't matter how you go there, you just end up here. That way, if anything unpredictable happens during your transit, you could still deal with it because you know how to catch yourself on balance. Perhaps somebody sweeped your leg. So let's say I want to do oizuki. Somebody swept my leg, I missed it. My weight has shifted. I might decide to switch to a different stance so I can catch myself on balance. That makes sense? So you're not so dedicated. You haven't decided that I'm going to do a Zenshukutsu Dachi Oizuki at this point. Anything can happen. There's a world of possibilities. Oh, I got swept here. Maybe from here, I transition as I start to land in the Kokutsu Dachi, I might transition into an Empiuchi, okay? So it's this adaptability that is part of kata practice, because it's all in kata, but it can inform your kumite. Okay. So speaking of Kokutsu Dachi, let's do Kokutsu Dachi now. Right? Hidari maeashi, shitooke in Kokutsu Dachi. Hajime! Hey! So knife hand block, back stance. This time though, instead of stepping forward this way, same idea, you're going to step this way, shitooke this way. Ready? Ich! Hey! Good. Coming back, the same direction. Ich! Hey! Good. Learn to now feel, so that's good. Most of us, this shouldn't feel as awkward because we do these movements in kata. But I want you to focus on folding that back hip as a way to catch yourself on balance. So from here, rather than just step like kata, throw your body in there. So you're off balance on purpose, But rather than let yourself go off balance, catch yourself into Kokotsudachi. Okay, ready. Hit! Hey! Hey, good. It's hard work, but try to work on it. Going back. Hit! Hey! Feel the off balancing that you put on purpose, and then the hip block to restore balance. One more time. Hit! Hey! Hit! Hey! And yeah. Hey. Yes. Take a little sip of water. So you see this concept actually in our kata. You see it even in hand shodan. This part, okay, hand shodan may seem elemental at this point to most of the advanced belts in the class today, but one way to spice it up is to throw yourself off balance on purpose as you practice Heian Shodan. It's actually, I love this idea because it's very in tune with the word, with the actual title, Heian Shodan. Shoshin, the beginner's mind. So if you're practicing Heian Shodan, if it gets easy, do something to make it seem like you're a beginner again, like being off balance. So with that, the other kata I often like to use to practice this concept is the Tekki series, or in the Okinawan systems, the Naihanchi series. So we're going to work on some Tekki. Okay, so if everybody feels okay, let's have you stand up. Practice Tekki Shodan, all right? Hey, hey! Tekki Shodan! Yoi! You're just going to do it normally first, by the count. Ich, ei, san, shi, go, up. Ich, ei, san, shi, go, up. 6, 8, 9, 10,はい。はい。3、4、5、1、はい。3、1、はい。3、4、5、はい。やめ。はい。That's it. A couple things I've noticed just watching a few of you guys. From here, okay, try to not do this. The target is here, turn, okay? Now, people often say, well, I'm going to break my stance that way. Well, we all have our flexibility limits, but you can still preserve stability while giving subject. That's exactly right, Yuko. Just the way Yuko did it there. Rather than freeze your stance in this position and just only rely on the spine to turn, you can use your hips by folding this hip a little bit more. By folding, now you have the ability to turn further. But the stance actually has not been sacrificed very much at all. You still have outward tension. You still have to weight forward. Okay. In some ways, your stance actually becomes a little bit more stable. It becomes biased to one side, but that's okay. Okay, for application's sake, that makes sense. Here's my kibirachi now. Just folded it. So that's one thing to keep in mind is how you're facing, okay? Is that you need to learn to, without sacrificing the stance, change how you face. And if you don't just face with your head or your chest, but you also face in part with your hips here. Same thing as you turn this way. I see a lot of people go, and they're like this, but you're facing here. Your head's facing this way. So you can face this way. So from here, as you pull into this kamae, you release. Not so much push to open, but you release this fold, so you're here again. Because this is disadvantageous. This is better. Okay, karate natural. And then from here, hip vibration, then punch. Okay, so I noticed that just reviewing, just to remind everybody. Okay. All right, let's do it again. Hey, hey. Tekki shoulder. Yoi. Okay. A little more relaxed, especially in the hip area. 1、2、3、4、5、up。1、はい。3、4、5、6、7、8、9、はい。1、はい。3、4、5、1、はい。3、4、5、6、7、はい。やめ。はい。Yasui. As a reminder, Kagezuki as opposed to Mawashizuki. Kagezuki this way. So the fist usually does not extend very much past your body line. Here. Okay. Some people, because of anatomy, if they have really long forearms, it might extend just a little bit, but it shouldn't be like this. Here. Kagezuki, usually about a 90-degree angle, close to it. Okay. Kagezuki. Kagezuki. Kagezuki, it's a hook. As opposed to Kagezuki, as opposed to Washizuki. A cross. So the Japanese hook, Japanese cross, okay? Kagezuki, Washizuki. Okay. All right. Great. This time, let's do the Tekki Shodan again, but I'm going to focus on our concept of being contraction expansion, okay? Especially with the means of throwing yourself off balance. So first, with contraction expansion, I think it's pretty obvious. Contract, expand, right? And then folding the hip here, folding your shoulder blades, contract, okay? This is part contract, part expand. Left side expand, right side contract, and then expand. So contraction, expansion, different parts of your body. Try to feel that, especially with the hips. Okay, this time speed of the kata. Ready? Hey, hey, Tekki shodan. Yoi. On your own. Hajime. Hey. Hey, yabe. Hey. Yasume. Good. Now let's talk about the opportunities to off-balance yourself in the kata. So then this time I want you to practice the same thing, speed of the kata, but off-balance yourself so you can catch yourself on balance. Right from the beginning. Right here. You're off balance here. If you don't do anything, you're just going to fall over, right? So that's your first one. Try to catch yourself on balance. Here. Off balance. If I don't do anything, I'm going to fall over, okay? But if I contract my hips here, when I land, I'm going to basically fold my hips. I'm going to catch myself on balance. Here, same thing. Instead of pulling my weight to the back as I do this, try to push your weight forward even. This way, okay? So you're really off balance. That allows you to really force yourself to catch yourself on balance by folding this hip. So you fold that hip because you're gonna go here. Again, you're directing this way. So Fold that hip. So look for those opportunities. So those are the three main ones. Purposefully make yourself off balance. Catch yourself with the kata. Hey, hey. Tekki shoda. Yoi. Three. Three. Hey. Yame. Hey. Yes. Okay, one more Tekki Shodan. This time, you're gonna do the mirror image. So you're gonna go to the right. Do the whole kata mirror image. Os? Ready? Hey! Tekki Shodan! Yoi! Hachime! Hey! Hey! Yummy! Hey! That's me. All right, good. That was only a little hard, then that's good. If that was a lot hard, gotta practice Tekki Shodan some more. Os? All right, Tekki Nidan. Tekki Nidan. Hey, hey. Tekki Nidan. Yoi. Yoi position is just Shizen Dai this way. First count, cross stepping to the right, Kosudachi, Kamai, both fists at chest level this way. Okay, that's first movement. Okay, ready? Yeech. Next movement, leg comes up, hands come up to guard against the face. And as you land, like this, you land into Kagezuki Kamai. And this one, just like Tekki Shodan this way, okay? With palm down, Uchoki this way. Let's? So let's start from the beginning. Ready? Each. Side. From here, you're going to cross step again. This time, this brings in this way. So your right hand sweeps across, and you catch with this hand across your, must go across your midline at least. Okay, and as you step into Kibidachi, block this way. Block this way. Good. From here, up again. Same position as before. All right, from the beginning, let's do it again. Yoi. Each. Hey. Sad. Check yourself. Good position. Each. Hey. Good. And then stand up. Back to Kamai. Now you do the same thing, but the opposite side. Each. E. San. Shi. Good. From here, the hand that's open is going to close. The hand that's closed is going to open. Okay. Both hands are going to meet on the left side of the hip. So like this. Ready? Each. As you do it, you turn and face the opposite direction. So from here, one more time. Each. And then from here, the fist is closest to the uchi-uki in that direction that you're looking. Morote uchi-uki. Morote uke. Each. This way. So the supporting hand is open. Okay. Blocking hand is closed. So one more time from here. Each. Ay. Good. Now from here, you're going to knee to the front while you pull this back and empty to the back. So you're going to elbow to the back as you knee to the front. Here. And as you land, washi empty. So one more time. From here, you're going to elbow to the back and then roundhouse elbow to the front. But you're going to throw a knee in between the two. Ready? Each. Hey. Good. And then you're going to block to the right again. Now, this is not a shitouke. Some styles do make it a shitouke. It is a tsukameuke. It's a grasping block. Now, some people do it horizontally. Some people do it vertically, okay? But either way, it's a grasping block. Grasping block, okay? Some schools do teach it as a knife hand block, but I think traditionally, grasping block. From here, kagezuki. Whoops. Good. One more time. From here again. Ich, ei, san, shi, go. Up. Good. Cross step and block, just like Tekki showed that. Each knee. Good. And then from here, san. Okay, got it? And so that's kiai. Oops, that was kiai, first kiai. Secondly, then you're going to repeat that last sequence. Each, knee, san, shi, go, hook, sit, hach, ku, and jukiai, and yabe. All right, that's Tekki Nidan, okay? Tekki Nidan. So it's a repeating sequence, but rather than having the repeat over across the whole kata, it's you do a quarter of it, you repeat that quarter. Then you do another quarter and you repeat that quarter, and then you're done. Okay, so let's do it again by the count. Hey, hey, Tekki Nidan, yoi. Each, eight, son. Check yourself, check yourself. Each, eight, each, eight, son. She, go. Lee, san, shi, go, up, each, hey, san, shi, kiai, hey, each, hey, san, shi, it, hey, san, she, go, and kiai, and yabe. Hey, that's it. Guys, getting it? Getting the sequence? Okay. And this time, same thing by the count, but I'm going to count closer to the speed of the kata. Ready? Ay! Tekki Nidan! Yoi! Shei san! Shi go! 2、はい、3、4、5、1、はい、3、4、5、はい、3、4、気合い、1、2、3、4、5、1、3、4、5、気合い、やめ。はい。Hey, yes, excellent. You can already see the being off balance, catching yourself on balance components of this kata, right? As Tekki becomes more and more developed across the series, it becomes more difficult on purpose. So, all right, one more time by count, this time with not just the timing, but speed of the timing and speed of the kata. Ready? Hey, hey. Tekki, leader. Yoi. 1、3、4、5。1、3、4、5。1、2、3、4。はい。3、4、5、気合い。1、2、3、4。はい。3、4、5、気合い。やめ。はい。休め。Okay, no count. This time, focus on feeling the contraction, expansion of the kata. Okay. はい。はい。Tekkiリラン。用意。始め。やめ。はい。はい、休め。Good. All right, last time for Tekki Didan. Let's do this time with off balancing, on balancing. Okay, ready? はい。Tekki Didan. よい。始め。やめ。はい。はい、休め。Good. All right, drink of water. Okay. Tekki Sandan. All right, this one gets a little bit like a blur, okay? But we're gonna break it down. Let's do, okay, Tekki Sandan. So yoi from the middle. First movement, right leg shifts out in the kibidachi, blocking uchi-uki with your left hand, out like that. So ich, good. Next movement, uchi-uki gerembarai, like this, just like jion. So first one's just one arm, second one, two arms, okay? Good. This next one now is the arm that's up is gonna sol-to-uki across this way. Here. Some schools keep the fist pointing up. Some schools just come down on it instead. I'm not sure what ISKF prefers. The last I checked, which was years ago, it was across. But some schools do this instead. So either way, something's coming in and you're blocking it. Whoops. So from here, san. And then from here, shi. So your right hand does 3 blocks. So the first one here, that's the first one with your left hand. But then your right hand does 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and then it strikes 4, all with the same arm. Whoops. Okay. So then from here though, after it strikes, you pull it back to the hip, open your left hand, and it's almost like a lid goes on top. See that? So right now my right hand is above on top of my left hand, but it's gonna pass, and then like a lid, it goes on top. Looks like this. Yeah, okay. Some people get confused with that. So, all right, so that's down here. And then from here, straightforward punch this way. Yeah. Okay, one more time from the beginning. Uchi-uki, each. Then double block, ei. San, block with the right again. Shi, now punch with the right. Go, and then the punches again. Well, goes back, then punches. Rook, sich. Good. And then from here, all you do is turn the fist and the elbow down like this. As you do it, you turn your head this way. Okay, from the beginning again. Ich, ei, san, shi, go, whoop, sich, hach. Good. From here now, cross step and block. Each knee, just like Tekki Nida. Now, from here, after you do here, okay, after the lower block here, the right fist is going to draw a big circle like this, okay? As it does it, the fist is going to go from palm up to palm down, okay? Striking, well, you're supposed to be having just a fist, but often the striking surface is actually the 4 knuckles. Hizaken, okay? So from here, it's almost like Heian Shodan when you go here, right? Same idea, but this way. And the left hand continues to support the elbow throughout. Okay, so from here, each, and then back knee, put the lid back on, and punch again, san. Okay, got it? And then each, double, a, double, and then this hand just goes up to the ear, san, shi, kiai. Good. All right, let's go to the beginning. Ready? Each, single, right? A, double, san, shi, go, rook, lid, sach, ku, each, a, san, shi, go, rook, double block, sich, double block, hach, ku, kiai. Good. Very good. All right. From here, you're going to turn to your head to the side, cross step, And the action's pretty much all lower body and the head turn. Each, that's it. Your hands don't move, okay? So your hands don't move. Just your head turns, and the action of the stance is your lower body, okay? So one more time. Each, this way. Good. And then from here on out, it's a repeat. Ich, san, shi, go, ruk, ich, san, shi, go. Good. And then from here, hook block this way. Each. And then punch. San. Shi. And then from here, you're kind of back to the beginning. Now you're going to repeat the beginning part. Ich. San kia. And that's the kata. Us. All right. A little confusing. So Tekki Shodan is like you do a sequence and then you repeat it. Tekki Nidan is do a sequence, you repeat it, you do another sequence and you repeat it. This one is you do a sequence, then you do another sequence, and then you do another sequence, and you repeat the second sequence, you repeat the third sequence, and then you repeat the first sequence. So it's a little confusing that way, okay? Piecing it together. So, all right. Tekki Sandan. Yoi. Okay, by the count. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Up. Sich. Hat. Kyuju. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sich. Kia. Good. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hat. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hat. Ki. Ich. San kia. Yabe. That's it. You guys are getting it. Okay. Again, by count, slow. Ready? Tekki Sandan. Yoi. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Up. Sich. Ach. Ki. Ju. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sich. Kia. Look each. San. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Up. Ich. Ich. San. Shi. Go. Ich. San. Shi. Kia. Yame. Yes. Okay. Again, I'm going to count. It's going to be slow, but it'll be the timing of the kata. Okay. Hey. Tekki sannan. Yoi. Ich. Ei. San. Chi. Go. Up. Six. Hach. E. Ei. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Six. Hach. Kiai. Easy. 3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、1、2、3、4、5、1、3、4、5、気合い、はい。やめ。はい。Yes, me. Good. You guys ready for more of the speed of the kata? Okay. There we go. I'm going to count again. This time it'll be half speed of the kata. Half speed of the kata. Ready? Maybe 75%. Okay. Hai. Hai. Tekki sandan. Yui. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、1、3、4、5、1、3、9、3、4、5、6、7、8、3、4、5、1、3、4、5、OK、はい。やめ。はい。Yes. All right, 75 speed. Okay. Speed of the kata. By the count, and then we'll do it no count. Ready? Hai. Tekki sandan. Yui. 1、3、4、5、6、7、8。3、4、5、1、2、3、4、3、4、5、6、7、8。3、4、5、3、4、5、6、7、8。やべえ。はい。That's speed of the kata. Some people do it faster than that. That's like what's prescribed. All right. Okay, no count. On your own, you can choose it to do either 75 or 100% of the speed of the kata as prescribed. Okay. Hey, hey. Tekki sannan. Yoi. 始め。はい。やめ。はい。Yes. Yase. Good. All right, one more time with the kata. This time, try to do it as fast as it feels comfortable. This is why I meant by some people do it faster, because the timing is pretty fast. So some people actually feel once they get comfortable, they do it really fast. So, all right, one more time. Hai, hai. Tekki Sandan. Oi. Chui. Dai. Dai. Hey, yame. Hey. Hey, yase. Okay. Okay, let's cool down a bit. Okay, arms forward. And back. Cross your chest. Truck rotation. Hey, yame. Feet 2 shoulder wide apart. Side bend left. And right. And straight back. And forward. Hey, yummy. Shake it out. Adjust your gi. Hey, let's bow it out. Hey, so much. Say so. So. Sebi. Dojo good. 一つ、人化が完成に進むことを。一つ、誠の道を守ることを。一つ、どれくらい選手を養うことを。一つ、礼儀を重ずることを。一つ、結局の言う、言うましむること。正面に、はい。あったかに、はい。Head up, please. Hey, arigatou gozaimasu. All right, thanks everybody for joining me. Stay safe.